The Devshirme: How the Ottoman Child Levy Really Worked. First appearing in the mid-15th century, the Devshirme became a central part of Ottoman governance and military strategy. Christian communities across the Balkans awoke every few years to summons from provincial officials. Families were told to surrender their sons to serve the Sultan. But this was not a blind levy. Boys were chosen, usually 7 to 20 years old, with care given to their physical health, appearance, and perceived intelligence. Local leaders sometimes negotiated exemptions for certain families, though such negotiations rarely spared all. The boys were documented, names, physical traits, village origins entered into official registers. Red garments marked them, and under guard, they were taken toward Istanbul, the heart of the empire. Once inside the capital, the boys were given new identities. Converted to Islam, they were enrolled in intensive schooling at institutions such as the Enderun Palace School, a place known for rigorous training in language, administration, religion, and martial arts. Some entered the ranks of the Janissaries, the formidable infantry that formed the Sultan's personal army. Others entered the bureaucracy, rising to become ministers, governors, even grand viziers. Their loyalty to the Sultan was unmatched, precisely because they had no tribal or familial ties to rival power structures. This system produced a unique class, entirely devoted, highly trained, and thoroughly separated from their Christian roots. Resistance was rare, but poignant. In regions like Albania, uprisings erupted against the collecting officers, sometimes even escalating into armed revolt. Families resorted to desperate measures. Some parents physically harmed their sons, disfiguring them to make them ineligible for selection. Yet many boys embraced their new lives. Some rose to incredible power. Others quietly maintained loyalties to their birth communities. For many, the Devshirme offered not just survival, but opportunity, within the Ottoman system. In the end, the system was pragmatic. Brutal, perhaps, but also effective in reinforcing a meritocratic, loyal elite among a vast, multi-ethnic empire. The Devshirme wasn't simply a story of oppression, it was statecraft. An institution that forged a loyal ruling class from conquered peoples. It was a radical answer to a political challenge: how to maintain central control without relying on hereditary nobility. By breaking familial bonds and building institutional ones, the Ottoman Empire ensured its longevity and strength. If this story challenges you, if it unsettles or intrigues you, then mission accomplished. History doesn't always comfort, often it compels us to understand. Let me know which part of this story surprised you the most. And if you're curious about how tactics like these echo across empires, stay tuned for more.